Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Daily Debate. My name is Ahmed Nader, and tonight we're going to focus on the Bastille Day celebrations in France, and of course how the revolution in France promoted a number of statements, including fraternity and stability, equality, and the brotherly ties between the French people, of course, which is replicated in Europe, or it rippled through the European states, the other European states, and the globe as well. We'll be focusing on the French Revolution in the past, but what about the present? What about the Egyptian-French bilateral ties, and more specifically under the tenure of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for the past 10 or 11 years, and even more precisely in the month of April, the 7th of April of 2025, and the recent visit conducted by the French President Emmanuel Macron to Cairo. And of course we did see the photographs and what happened for the old Cairo tour that took place between President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the French President as well. We'll be shedding more light on such an important visit and the bilateral ties between Egypt and France, to be elevating the ties between Egypt and the European country to the level of strategic partnership, and to be focusing on such an important topic. I'm honored to be having with me in the studio for tonight Dr. Mohammed Kamel Morsy, the strategic planning expert. Thank you very much for being with us tonight on the Daily Debate.
Thank you very much.
Anytime. Of course, we will be starting from the past, the French Revolution, the celebrations of the Bastille Day. How do you see this revolution to be changing the course of history for the Europeans and for the world?
First, thank you very much for the invitation. I think the celebration of the 14 Juillet, or the 14th of July, is a significant day for the French people. As you mentioned, fraternité, égalité, is really an important point for the French people, and it really builds on the values that the two countries, Egypt and France, are sharing.
Yes, and of course we'll be seeing footage for the French President Emmanuel Macron for today, to be celebrating the National Day in France and the Bastille Day, to be commemorating the memory of the French Revolution, to be laying a wreath at the Unknown Soldier Memorial in Paris, and we will be seeing this footage. But how do you see the importance of Egypt participating in those celebrations, just as we did celebrate for the Russian celebrations as well?
I think it's a great, it's a clear significance on the importance of the relations between Egypt and France on all sides, from military sides as well as economic, culture, and from the two people of the two countries. I think there is a clear significance of really strong relations and deep and old relation between the two countries. It was very significant from the visit of the President Emmanuel Macron to Egypt in April. I was lucky enough to attend the speech that he did in Cairo University.
Yes.
And we saw with His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, as you mentioned, the welcome that was that the two presidents have received from the Egyptian people in the streets, and the visit was really of a great success. I would say from the most important part, where they visited the borders in Rafah and showed a clear stand for humanitarian aid for Gaza people, as well as afterwards the number of collaboration that happened between the Egyptian and the French side, either from on the economic side, on the culture sides, on education sides, on transport sides. There has been a really significant collaboration that happened during this visit.
Yes, yes.